you can literally become a local celebrity in your market if you will just pull this out and take a fucking video.
Welcome to the Sales Made Simple podcast. This podcast is dedicated to helping overwhelmed outdoor living professionals, landscapers, and hardscapers just like you increase your closing rate to over 75% without doubling your workload so you can build a seven-figure business that doesn't need you. I'm your host, Joshua Gillow. Let's dig in. Hey, Gene, welcome back to the show here. I loved our conversation last week about what the truth was for why tradesmen don't get home for dinner on time. And this week, I can't wait to dive into you about the first steps that people who love to build stuff, how to transition from the doer to the seller. Because if you're not selling stuff, you're not building stuff. And that's always been a thing. You can always screw up a lot on the back end, but if you don't have any sales coming in the front end, you have no way to balance that out. So Gene, I'd love to get into those first steps that people need to take to get out of the mindset of just building and get into selling.
Ooh, man. You know, it makes me think about Michael Gerber's The E-Myth. Have you read that book?
It's one of my first books in business, man, and that one
Oh my
changed
gosh.
everything.
Man, I'm telling you, I see so many guys that are in the trades that have that entrepreneurial seizure, right?
Mm.
I have so many technicians that I watch on a daily basis that think they can do it better than the company that they're working at. And they only see this little sliver of what it is to be in business, right? They only see their portion of the job. So, like, to go from just installing stuff to actually selling stuff, I mean, what comes first? You tell me, Josh. What has to happen?
Nope. You gotta close a client before you can make some money to turn the wheels in the back end. You're
Well,
not
we got to
building
get the
nothing if you don't
phone to
sell.
ring.
Yep.
Number one, we got to get the phone to ring. And like, how do I do that if I don't have money, right? If I don't have 30, 40, 50 grand to create marketing campaigns, and if I don't have the time to go through and listen to, like, I've got a new business that I just acquired here in the Southwest Florida area, right? So I'm having conversations with marketers and stuff. But what if I don't have the time to have conversations with marketers because I'm out there doing the actual work. I'm out there putting the brick pavers down, or I'm putting in the tile or the plumbing or whatever it is. So what I would encourage people to do to start, you got to get the phone to ring before you can ever sell somebody. You've got to have clients, right?
Mm.
So people don't realize this, but did you realize that you actually have like a television station inside of your pocket?
It's pretty wild, isn't it?
Like 10, 15, 20 years ago, let's say 20 years ago, there was no way for you to like get your message out to the general populace other than going in and recording television commercials and
Mm.
paying people to produce stuff and going on the radio and all this other stuff. Today, people have got it's my second phone, my second
Mm.
one, right? This is the bat phone. This is the one that
Mm.
if I want to put this one that I'm talking to you on away, only five people can reach me on this, right? But this is literally a television station inside of your pocket. And the problem is that most people are unwilling to put themselves out there and put their face on it. But if you literally just went out as a hardscaper today
Mm.
and you took your phone and you went, hey, my name is Jason and or Jose or Devin or whatever your name is. And today I'm working on these pavers here that are sinking. You know the reason this happens? Were you aware that when you don't pack stuff down right, or you don't have the right different levels of shit, I don't know what I'm talking about right now, but that stuff starts to actually become uneven, it will settle. And actually, this can actually, if you need anything in the future, if you've got pavers that are having this kind of mess, give us a call. We come over, we do free estimates. We'll tell you whether or not we can fix it or not, or give you the information that you need. Hit me up. My cell phone's now below. Like, guys, you have TikTok, you got Facebook, you got Instagram, you got LinkedIn, you got YouTube, all the other channels. You have a freaking television station inside of your pocketbook, and if your pocket, and if you'll just do that, like I have guys that do this, and they'll be walking the filter aisle at Home Depot in their local town.
Mm.
And people walk up to him and go, Jason, what's going on, man? I see your videos all the time, man. I really appreciate all the stuff that you share. Man, you got me. I'm in the filter aisle buying the filters that you were talking about, right? you can literally become a local celebrity in your market if you will just pull this out and take a fucking video. Excuse
Mm-hmm.
the language. I don't know if that's allowed on this station or
It's all
not.
good.
But guys, you you you're afraid of what people are going to think. And I understand because there was a time when I was waiting to press that live button on Facebook as well. I
Mm-hmm.
would sit there and look at it and go, oh my God, what if they think this? What if they think that? People don't really judge like that. When was the last time you saw somebody explaining something, trying to help educate you, when you looked at them and said they were stupid because they stuttered or because they said or too much?
Nope.
When was the last time? It's never happened. So
Mm-hmm.
your fear of what somebody else will think of you and your fear of embarrassment is keeping you from pressing that button. All right. Now, here's the rule. Here's the rule for you. I learned this from Grant Cardone. You ready? When you're going to do one of these videos, you pick your phone up, you go ahead and you press record, and you get one take.
Mm-hmm.
You get one take.
Yep.
And that means that if you mess up, don't worry about it. It's okay because your first video is going to suck. It's going to suck. Matter of fact, your first 100 videos are going to suck. So why don't you just get the suck out of the way?
Mm-hmm.
Do 3 videos a day for 33 days and get that shit out of the way. It's going to get better, right? But no matter how bad you are, people aren't going to judge you from putting yourself out there. They're actually going to take the information and they're going to consume it, right? Don't ask for anything. Just give free shit. Give value and say, if you ever need my help, text the number down below. Matter of fact, save it in your phone right now. It's pinned in the comments. Go ahead and save it and put my air conditioning guy, my brick paver guy, my pool guy, my roofing guy, whatever it is. And that way, if you ever have a problem, we'll take care of you. Matter of fact, if you want our free PDF on how to make sure you don't have these problems when you build your pool or you put your driveway in, you know, text paver or put paver down in the comments, and then there are automations that we can create, guys, that will funnel those leads into your CRM, and now we can start dripping on them, and eventually those will become clients. But you don't want to. You're either a hunter or a farmer or both. Josh, I think you know what I mean, right?
Mm. Yes.
You get a lead, it comes in, we fire the arrow, we kill the lead, right? We close the deal, right? But if we're not planting along the way, if we're not planting seeds and watering those seeds eventually become customers. If you want to like constantly like hunt for your shit, then you can. Or you can plant seeds and water them and give them information and constant calls to action.
Mm-hmm.
The I don't know Gary Vee's book, like it was like jab, 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 left hook or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
But
Mm-hmm.
it's like give them 3 or 4 pieces of content or information that will be of value to them. And don't try to make it perfect because the shit that you think is going to work and get you millions of dollars won't. And the stuff that you think is garbage ends up turning into like pixie dust. It's there's no rhyme or reason sometimes, in my opinion, for what works. But that's the guts of the answer of the question. Can we expand on it anymore? I don't know. Maybe you've got a question.
Yeah, no, I mean that's great stuff. You're absolutely right. And I went through that same season where I was dreading hitting that button, that live button, and I was like just sweating, thinking I'm going to mess up, I'm going to stutter, something's going to be wrong, people are going to think I'm stupid, like all this stuff. It goes through everybody's
I'm
head.
gonna
It's a
get like a
very
deer in the headlights.
yeah, exactly. I'm going to forget what I'm going to say. What am I even here for? What's my name? Like it's all of that stuff. That fear
They
is so
suck.
funny. Yeah, exactly. No one's going to listen to this shit. It's all garbage. No, anyway,
I'm
so
a fraud.
yeah. But the crazy part is, dude, once you hit the button, you start talking. You start talking.
Yeah.
And next thing you know,
Yeah.
people are commenting and you're just like, holy crap, this is a thing. And to your point, that first 100 are going to be rough. But you know what? You
Yeah.
got to go through that season. If you don't go through that season, you can't rise. So
Yeah.
it's the ones that are courageous enough to face that fear, crush it, and keep moving on because they know that God's got a bigger plan for them. That changes everything.
Man, and if you can't muster up the courage to do it,
Mm-hmm.
you don't deserve it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, you don't deserve it. You entrepreneurs punch fear in the face. That's how you get it. That's how you get
Yep.
successful. So, and then the last thing about that, I just got to drop this. Like, um, what cures fear? Were you guys aware that action is what cures fear? How many
Mm-hmm.
of you did a sport in high school? How many of you did something competitive like me, like wrestling? So, would you believe that before every single wrestling match, I had to pee like 12 times in like 6 minutes? The nerves were
Yeah.
like, I was thinking about what I didn't want as opposed to what I did want. I was thinking about getting beat as opposed to beating other people, right?
Mm-hmm.
But these nerves can get to you. But the moment that I stepped on that mat, like beforehand, I was thinking about what I didn't want. But the moment that stepped on that mat and the ref blew the whistle and I was in action,
Yeah.
the moment that I tied up with that dude, there was no fear. So that's a lesson, guys. If you want to cure your fear, jump into action.
Mm-hmm.
Do it. All right? Because once you get inside of it, that fear tends to disappear or subside quite a bit. And the more that you do it, fear just disappears. All right?
It
Because you'll
does.
get validation in the marketplace for what you're doing.
100%,
And
dude. Because
then last thing that I learned from Grant, when you put that video up, don't worry about whether or not it works or doesn't. Don't worry about it. Move on to the next one and the
That's
next
right.
experience. Just continue to share your work and what you do on a daily basis, and
Mm-hmm.
you'll be successful.
Absolutely. And that's a great segue for the bigger question is if you love to build stuff, but you don't like to sell stuff, well, this is your first opportunity to shift that just by making your own videos and sharing your expertise. You obviously do what you do and people hire you because you're good at it. So if that's the case, share it with the world. Share it with the world.
Amen. Share your freaking artwork with the world.
Mm-hmm.
And then would it be such a horrible thing if you had so many clients reaching out to you that you just couldn't afford yourself to do the work anymore, that you had to buy back your time by hiring other people so that you could see more people and do your artwork in 10 times as many places? Would that be the worst thing in the world on top of that, having 10 times more revenue and profit?
I could think of worse things.
It's time to grow, guys. It's time to
Yeah.
grow. It's time to get outside of your comfort zone. Get out of the fucking bleachers or the
Mm-hmm.
stands, as I call it, and get on the court. When you go to a
Right.
sporting event, who gets paid? The people on the court or the people in the stands? Who's paying to be there? Right?
That's right.
Who do you want to be?
100%, dude. 100%. Oh man, I love it. I love your energy and I love your focus, man. So listeners, listen to what Gene's saying. This is all good stuff. You
Oh,
think
let's
about
go.
watching the movie Gladiator, right? It's not the guys in the stands that are making the difference, right? It's the ones down in the arena. It's the men in the arena. That's what it is. So I love it. All right, sir. So next week, guys, we're going to talk about the three fundamentals you need to master in sales in order to start this whole process running. So thanks for listening. Thanks,
If
Gene.
you missed last week, go back and watch it.
That's right.